Never let your fear consume you. Forever you will be in the void if you do so. Thinking is doing, and doing is living. The feelings you have are real. The dreams you have are surreal. I've let fear consume me, and I'm pretty sure we've all done that, right? And I let fear consume me in many ways that has hindered me but also helped me. I do believe that listening to your gut feeling will always prove useful no matter the situation. And I can think of many examples where fear consumed me in maybe not the best ways, but sometimes that can change when we grow older. And I'll explain why in a little bit. So as a kid and teen for some years, I wouldn't really talk much because I feel like I'd be judged for basically everything I said. It was a fear of mine. It really was. I overthought so much of what to say that I basically wouldn't say anything. I don't know if it's maybe because I got shut down so much. It was a problem. And also, living in Washington, I feared leaving my room and fully exploring more because I was anxious. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know the city. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I wanted. And that was a confusing time in life, but also brought me closer to realizing that in life, we should always be on the search for something that can better our life. That we should be curious and hungry to live another day and do what makes us happy. To know what I was looking for. And even then, I'm still figuring out what it is that I want in life and what I want to do every day, every week, every year that I'm here. So in a way, it's like being scared of putting myself out there in a new world. So like being in Washington, I realized after all that when opportunities come, we got to do as much as we can to prosper off the opportunities and take advantage of what you have. So for a quick second, just look around and see what you have. Another example I could think of is starting my YouTube journey. It's been fun. I mean, again, I don't know where this is going, but it's pretty cool to just be here. But like I said, there's been a fear I've had, and that was like speaking. Basically speaking up. I've definitely improved with speaking aloud. I mean, honestly, I feel like I did improve a lot just living in Washington because, you know, there's so much people everywhere and just working. I had to talk a lot. I remember I'd talk so much that like my throat would be dry. Yeah, I drank a ton of water to say the least. But I think what I was really fearing talking about was showing more of me, you know, showing my silly side, I guess, showing my vulnerability, talking about my passions and all that. I guess because I couldn't really express that too much, or if I did, I would suppress it. There's some times where I still struggle just a little bit with showing more depth of me, like coming out of me. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess I'm just a weird person. I don't know. I'm not really the most expressive, but I do my best not to just be completely monotone and boring. But yeah, putting yourself out there is a great way to get rid of your fear, even if you're doing it subconsciously. I didn't realize that moving to a whole new city, a big city at that would actually like change my life, right? I didn't understand that like just going somewhere new could really open your eyes. It's a blessing, dude. Just taking chances in life, just going for it. And it's the same with, I guess, your future plans. If you have any dreams or goals or a plan, maybe a date with someone or an appointment that can really be affecting you in life, maybe something with health or your pet. I mean, sometimes that can be a little scary too, but it's always nice being closer to, I guess, how should I say it? To the truth, finding out the truth, discovering the truth. And at the same time, we gotta have fun with this thing called life, dude. Like, I'm really here just playing Animal Crossing, Call of Duty, Minecraft, all these other games on my channel. You know, even from my personal life, I just chill, man. I work, chill, eat a lot of food, drink some water, thankfully clean water. You know, I'm here to just talk about the ups and downs of life, the fun times, the sad times, basically anything. Because it's fun to do this on this YouTube channel, but also like doing it in real life is also really helped me too. For the past few years, I think building a genuine connection and just talking about real things, but also like silly things is a great way to forget the things that bother you in life or the things you worry about, the things you're scared about, right? It's just talking, you know, speaking up, speaking out, for speaking about yourself and speaking about your days and nights. Just being able to speak in general it's awesome. It puts the fear away, for me at least. As I'm saying all this though, I notice more that putting yourself out there is like a key to a door to to just growing up to growing as a person and like beating up your fears. Little Super Smash Bros out here. Feeling uncomfortable too is like proof that you may be doing something right with your life, if it feels right at least. And sometimes it doesn't feel right, the uncomfortableness. But if you made it out alive, maybe with a couple scars, who knows? I've definitely gotten a couple scars in life, physically and mentally. You can look back and say, dude, I did it. Whatever comes up next, I can definitely do it, no matter how scared. But know this, and I'm also saying this to my present and future self. So if I ever watch this video, future self, please listen. When doing something scary, conquering your fears, ask yourself a question or two or three or four, however much. First, why am I scared? Second, how do I plan on winning over this fear? Third, what benefits me? What's going to benefit me if I get over this fear, or if I temporarily defeat it? So that third question I ask myself quite often, actually. I think it's important if we do something or get ourselves into something, or I guess buy something, because we live in the age of consumerism. Make sure that whatever you're doing actually benefits you. So don't waste your money. Don't get yourself involved with the wrong crowd, because doing that will actually make you fear more. Oh, now I just wasted money. Great. Now these are tough times. I have less money in my pocket. Or, oh, now there's like some drama with this person. Now there's this person being annoying. So there's like a lot of ways that fear can kind of sneak up on you, honestly. And that's happened to me a lot. That's why I'm kind of giving certain examples right here. So catch this. If you're interested in a gentleman or a gentlewoman, make sure you observe them. Get to know them. Are they gentle? Are they kind? Whatever it is you're interested in about that someone, make sure to think long term, please. Don't be in it for a minute. As a quote I heard for myself, actually, I just came up with it. Also ask yourself, will I be satisfied if I do end up getting with this person, or maybe getting this job, or whatever it could be in your life? Now, that can be a deep question. That's when you have to get to know the person a lot, or the environment, or the opportunity. But for the person you might be interested in, find out about them and their life. Try to see how they were during their upbringing, what their future looks like, what they're doing right now, currently with their life, who their family is, who they really are. Because doing that with someone else will make you question that for yourself too. Who's your family? Who are you? What are you going to do in life? Play it safe, but not too safe. If it feels right, don't fear. Go out and live a life worth living. Is there a huge chance in calling you want to take that can possibly change your life? For example, just doing YouTube, getting into car stuff are like biggest examples I could think of personally. It can be anything. So ask yourself those questions I mentioned earlier. Sometimes you may ask yourself a lot of questions, like, do I really want to do this? Can I even keep going with this? And that's completely normal in any case of life. Even I've seen it with people that are satisfied with their jobs, dude. They're like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. Sometimes burnout happens. Sometimes there's self-doubt. It's very normal. Push through. I mean, it's easier said than done. Or maybe, yeah, sometimes you got to switch it up in life. I mean, I ask myself that still for certain aspects in life, like work. But hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the bills paid and the pups fed, eh? So basically, fear is an illusion. Maybe everything else is an illusion. I don't know. Distract yourself from the fears, face your fears, eat your fears. I don't know if I'd eat deep fried spiders. It's alright to be hesitant in life though, but it's not alright to keep dragging the hesitation. If you really want something in life, you're gonna have to work for it in some capacity. Hey, working efficiently is healthy. It's healthy to keep our minds occupied and to also declutter. Declutter the fears, the stress, the fat cells even. They say depression can't hit a moving object, and I feel as if you can say the same for fear. Makes me think of a boxing anime I'm very fond of. I think I've talked about it before. It's called Hajime no Ippo. I might spoil the plot a little bit, so this is just a heads up. You might want to skip a little bit. At one point in the show, the young main character Ippo is going against an older, more experienced boxer named Date, and he's like very anxious about the upcoming fight with this older dude. Like he's literally overthinking and fearing like crazy because he's seen the fights with this dude. He's seen his records. This dude's a monster, Date. Like I remember when I first watched it, I was like, yo, he seems like a big threat to our boy Ippo. Yet he still fights Date, but unfortunately, spoiler, after Ippo has won many matches before this tense fight with Date, he ends up losing Ippo. So I remember watching this and I was upset. Our dude was just winning so many fights like it was nothing, and some older dude just beats him up basically. It was kind of brutal. It's kind of crazy for an older dude to just absolutely destroy some younger kid. But after seeing the recovery and good sportsmanship of Ippo was incredibly satisfying. It is as if losing in life actually makes you stronger and wiser in life. Does that make sense? Like, failing can be a good redirection for us. So fear is something you shouldn't be scared of. It should be something you are proud of. Think of fear as a challenge. Challenge yourself and your mind, no matter the fear you feel. There may be many things we fear in life, even the slightest little things, like creepy critters for me personally. Take chances. Sometimes you might have to gamble a little with your decision making. You might have to work extra hard. Just do what makes you feel alive. And even that can be scary. But I think feeling alive is like the opposite of feeling fear. It's like the universe does that to us sometimes. When something doesn't work out, or if we back out of something, it's a chance for us to dive into a brighter path. I feel as if I'm on that path, and I hope you can all be too. I say life is great when you don't listen to that negative little self-conscious voice in your head. Instead, listen to your soul. Listen to yourself, who you really are. I think that's how you can get over fear, and also just being motivated by a boxing anime. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say. If you stuck around till the end, you're awesome. Have yourselves a beautiful day or night wherever you're at, and I'll see you next time.